Before a mosquito sees you, or even hears you, it smells your breath. From 50 meters away, a female mosquito can detect the carbon dioxide you exhale. This isn't just a vague signal, it's a pulsing plume of gas that paints a trail in the air, a breadcrumb path leading back to a potential blood meal. The mosquito follows this invisible highway using specialized nerve cells called CPA neurons, located in tiny antenna-like appendages near its mouth called maxillary palps. These organs are exquisitely tuned to fluctuations in CO2 concentration, allowing the insect to fly upwind, navigating the gradient with incredible precision. Every living, breathing animal produces this signal, but the volume matters. A larger person, or someone exercising, is a brighter beacon on the mosquito's CO2 radar, a more compelling invitation from across the yard. The CO2 plume says life this way, but it doesn't specify the menu. For that, the mosquito needs to get closer and analyze a far more personal advertisement. It's been observed for decades that some people seem to be mosquito magnets, and one of the first clues came from our blood itself, specifically your blood type. Studies have shown that mosquitoes, particularly the species Aedes albopictus, land on people with type O blood nearly twice as often as those with type A. But how can they know? They aren't biting you yet. The answer lies with a subset of the population known as secretors. About 85% of humans secrete antigens, the very molecules that determine blood type, through their skin and into their sweat. The mosquito isn't smelling your blood, it's tasting the chemical signature of your blood type on the surface of your skin, making a decision before its proboscis ever breaks the surface. For these insects, a type O secretor is a 5-star restaurant. These blood type markers, however, are just one ingredient in a vastly more complex perfume that you broadcast into the world. You are never truly alone. Your skin is an ecosystem, a bustling planet inhabited by trillions of microorganisms. This personal microbiome, a unique collection of bacteria, fungi, and viruses, is constantly feasting on the oils, proteins, and minerals in your sweat. In return for this meal, they excrete their own waste products. These byproducts are a diverse cloud of hundreds of volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. This cloud is your true scent profile. So when a mosquito is drawn to you, it's actually drawn to the specific aromatic cocktail produced by the metabolic activity of your microscopic tenants. Your personal odor is a symphony played by bacteria. You might assume that a more diverse microbiome would create a more complex and therefore more attractive scent. The opposite appears to be true. Research has found that people who are highly attractive to mosquitoes tend to have a large abundance of bacteria on their skin, but with a lower overall species diversity. It seems mosquitoes prefer a strong, simple signal over a noisy, complex one. High concentrations of specific bacteria, like certain species of Staphylococcus, produce carboxylic acids that mosquitoes find irresistible. In fact, the characteristically pungent aroma of Limburger cheese comes from Brevibacterium linens, a bacterium closely related to one found on human feet, which helps explain why mosquitoes are notoriously drawn to smelly socks. They are seeking a simple, powerful, and unambiguous message. Our baseline scent is one thing, but our body's current metabolic state can turn up the volume on these signals. This is starkly illustrated during pregnancy. Pregnant women are bitten about twice as often as non-pregnant women. This isn't a coincidence. It's a direct result of metabolic changes. First, their core body temperature is, on average, about 0.7 degrees Celsius warmer, making them a more prominent heat source for the mosquito's thermal sensors. Second, and more importantly, by the third trimester, they exhale about 21% more carbon dioxide with each breath. They are literally sending out a stronger, brighter CO2 beacon, advertising their presence more effectively. This combination of increased heat and a more powerful long-range signal makes them a priority target, a clear and unmissable opportunity for a blood meal. Beyond temporary states, your baseline attractiveness to mosquitoes seems to be deeply written into your code. Studies on twins have provided powerful evidence for a genetic component. Identical twins, who share nearly 100% of their DNA, exhibit almost identical levels of attractiveness to mosquitoes. Fraternal twins, who are no more genetically similar than any other siblings, show significant variation. The heritability of this trait is estimated to be as high as that for height or intelligence. Your genes don't directly code for a "bite me" sign. Instead, your DNA dictates the subtle chemistry of your skin and sweat, which in turn cultivates a specific microbial environment. This genetic blueprint determines the production levels of certain chemicals like 3-methyl-1-butanol or specific carboxylic acids, creating a unique and largely unchangeable olfactory signature that mosquitoes either love or ignore. If genetics can make you a target, it can also provide you with natural camouflage. Some individuals seem to be genuinely invisible to mosquitoes. These people aren't just less attractive, they appear to produce specific compounds that act as repellents or, more accurately, as masking agents. For instance, researchers have identified individuals with higher than normal levels of a compound called eucalyptol on their skin who are consistently ignored by mosquitoes. These molecules don't necessarily smell bad to the mosquito. Instead, they might interfere with the insect's olfactory receptors. They essentially jam the signal, preventing the mosquito from properly locking on to the attractive chemical cues like lactic acid or ammonia. It's not that you're repulsive, it's that you're broadcasting a kind of static that makes you chemically difficult to locate. So, for a mosquito, finding you is not a single event, but a journey through a multi-stage sensory gauntlet. From a distance, it's all about CO2, a general, non-specific announcement of breathing life. Following that plume leads the insect into a new sensory range, where your body heat becomes a glowing thermal target, a beacon in the cooler air. This draws it even closer, into the final, critical meters. Here, in your personal space, the full complexity of your skin's volatile cloud takes over. It's a rapid-fire chemical analysis of your genetics, your blood type, your diet, and the specific bacteria you host. The mosquito is filtering all of these signals, seeking a precise combination it has evolved to recognize as a high-quality meal. Every bite is the successful conclusion of a remarkable navigation through a world of invisible information. Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.